Hello again, welcome back to Illegally Cited. This is BGFH, and I am back for yet another PC game video, another accessible PC game video. This time we're going to be looking at a demo for a game. I haven't purchased the full release yet, but I've played a little bit with the demo so far, and I have mixed feelings about it so far. There's a lot that I like, and there's a couple things that kind of I'm not too sure of at the moment, but interesting nonetheless. What we're looking at this time is a game called Psycho Strike. It is available for PC, and I learned about it, I don't know, 2-3 weeks ago as I'm recording this, and it sounded kind of interesting. I think I heard about it through Twitter or something somewhere. I don't exactly remember where I heard about it, but an accessible PC game, sure. I was definitely curious. And thankfully there was a demo, so I checked it out. Psycho Strike is kind of an odd one. It is definitely not for kids. There's definitely kind of, mature themes, mature content here. And basically the game starts out where you create a character, do a first name, last name, give them an age and a gender, and then you're attending this party, and as the game will narrate here shortly, basically you just decide to go AWOL, just decide to go postal for some reason, and start your life of crime. From there on, the game branches out a little bit, and I'll talk about things as we go here. Because, like I said, there's a lot of things that I like about it, in theory, and there's some cool depth to it. But there's a couple of things I'm not quite sure about so far. So I don't have a screen reader running. I'm going to cheat, and I'm going to use my mouse and double-click on the icon on my desktop. This is a self-voicing game. No screen reader is necessary. In fact, it is all audio. You cannot see anything in this game. So there is no visual cheating possible. Here we go. Psycho Strike.
VGStorm.com presents Psycho Strike.
Main menu. Use your up and down arrow keys to navigate, then press enter. New game.
Alright, so it gives you kind of the little company logo in audio form there, and then brings you to the main menu. Now you notice that we're using text-to-speech, and that I am using Microsoft Anna. It is basically the only real voice that I have on my current system right now. Not the best, especially not for this type of game. I find that Anna is a little bit muffled, and a little bit hard to hear, actually, at some times. But, it's what we've got, so we're going to work with it. Can't wait till we get to some of the Windows 10 voices, the ones that were in Windows 8 and Windows 10. Some pretty good ones there. Anyway, so we have...
Load game. New game.
New game.
Load game.
Load game. Now, in the demo, we cannot do that. We cannot load or save game in the demo. Basically, you can play until you die, and then that's it. You start over. So that is kind of a limitation of the demo. Understandable.
Speaker test.
Speaker test.
Configure options.
Configure options. I'll go there in a second.
Register Psycho Strike.
Register Psycho Strike.
Exit Psycho Strike.
Exit Psycho Strike.
New game.
And we're back to new game. So let's do...
Load game. Speaker test.
We'll just do a speaker test.
Left, right.
Main
Okay.
menu.
So
Use
obviously
your
you're
up
going
and
to want
down
to
arrow
play
keys
these
to
with
navigate,
headphones.
Then press enter.
You're
New
going to
game.
want to play this with headphones for best results. I am definitely using my headset here.
Load game. Speaker test. Configure options.
I'll go under configure just so you can see what's there.
Select an option.
Select an
Configure
option.
text to speech voice.
Configure text-to-speech voice. So if I did have other voices installed, I could choose them here. I don't, unfortunately, right now, at least not any good ones. So we're just going to have to stick with Anna for now.
Set game audio volume.
Set game audio volume.
Adult language.
And adult language. So you can kind of turn that on or off if you want to.
Go back.
And go back. So adjusting the game volume is actually really handy. I did end up tweaking this a bit because when I first started, it was really hard. It still actually is if there's a lot going on. It is actually hard to hear the text-to-speech voice, and I'm not entirely sure how much of that is just, like I said, Anna is kind of quiet as far as text-to-speech goes, a little bit muffled as far as TTS goes. So that could be partially that, but I find that I did have to turn the in-game volume down a little bit.
Go back.
Let's go back.
Main menu. Use your up and down. Load game. New game.
And we're going to start a new game here.
Choose a save slot to save to. Slot 1.
Now the thing I do like is if this was the full game, I do have
Slot 2.
multiple save slots.
Slot 3. Slot 4. Slot 5. Slot 6. Slot 7.
Nice.
Slot 8. Slot 9. Slot 10. Go back.
10 save slots.
Slot 1.
So that's cool. I love games that actually do that, especially like I said, if you're, a lot of times I'll be playing a game and I'll want to start a separate save file for a video that I'm going to do, and lo and behold, it only lets you save one, so I either have to continue where I left off or kill any progress I've had in the game. So I definitely appreciate games that have save slots in them.
Slot 1.
Since it doesn't really matter anyway, we're going to choose slot 1.
There is already a file in this slot. Do you really want to save over it?
Yes, I do, because I can't save anyway.
No. Yes. Character
Alright.
creation screen. Press Tab and Shift Tag to navigate between the various fields.
Alright, Tab and Shift Tab to navigate through the fields. So basically, we're just using standard form controls. Our window for this game is just a tiny little, we're at the Windows desktop here, and it's just a small little window. There's no graphics, no form fields or anything visible to what I can see. So, but it's using standard screen reader navigation controls, so that is good. We're gonna tab.
Gender list box. Male.
All right, so we can. We're gonna be a male.
First name text field.
And with Mad Max and everything around lately, I like the name Max. Let's just call this person Max.
Capital M 8 X.
Got some key echo there.
Last name text field.
And I don't know. You know what? Let's just be funny. Let's do Max Payne. You know, the cool. I should cover that on the channel, actually.
Capital 8 Y E.
Those were some cool games. All right, so we'll be Max Payne.
Age list box. 16.
Age, and then it's just a list box. I can arrow up and down. Let's be
25.
Sure, let's be 25. So we're gonna hit enter. Oh wait, I have to tab again.
OK button.
All right, OK button.
Loading. Please wait.
Here we go. I'll explain what's going on afterward here, after
You are
this
a
first
target.
section.
For reasons only known to you, you decide to wreak havoc on the regulars.
So, for whatever reason, you decide to wreak havoc on the regulars, as the narrator says. So, I can walk left and right. I can hit the spacebar to attack. You hear a person walking kind of a little bit on the right side. And I'm going to punch this guy with the spacebar.
Up to cash.
Okay, I picked up a little cash. Now you hear footsteps on the right. You hear some party noises in the background, but we haven't drawn too much attention yet. But as I walk over more... Come on. Come on. And I just mashed the space bar. Now... Alright. Now you hear the cash jingling. That is telling you from left to right where the cash is, so it's going to keep jingling until you pick it up. Send help nothing. Kind of violent. Okay. Get more scan. Alright. More cash. And
up to cash.
see, even the TTS voice, even Anna, is really hard to hear with the game volume now. So I think having a more, like a male or a really clearer
Max's stats are now 140 health, 10 strength and 10 defense.
voice would help.
And so, thus begins your life as an outlaw. Homicide of 10 civilians isn't exactly legal, after all. In fact, in this area, the death penalty is still administered to criminals such as yourself. Well, since you're an outlaw, might as well make it fun, right? You decide that you want to start your own gang. But you need some sort of objective for your gang to accomplish. What is your gang's goal? Collect a certain amount of money.
Okay, so this is kind of interesting. So you're given the option, what goal do you want for your gang? Do you want to collect a certain amount of money?
Kill a certain number of people.
Or do we want to become a mass murderer and rack up a certain body count?
Collect a certain amount of money.
I don't know. We'll just, I guess, money. It doesn't matter, we won't save anyway, so we're just going to hit enter.
How much money do you aim to obtain? Minimum is 10,000, maximum is 1 million.
Alright, let's just say 25,000 because, you know, we're a low rent gang and we can't save, so we don't care. We're probably going to get gunned or beaten down long before that anyway. So we're going to hit enter.
Action. Go on a mission.
Alright, so now you're at your gang hideout or your base, and here is where the game actually begins, and here is kind of where some of the interesting depth comes in. Before I go on another mission, where I probably won't last very long, honestly, I want to talk a little bit about the game, show you some of the stuff in the base, some of what you can potentially do as you go further on, and a couple things that I like and don't like about this game. So let's explore our base a little bit. It's just a menu.
Manage characters. Go on a mission.
So I can go on a mission.
Manage characters.
Manage characters. Right now I only have one, my Max Payne character.
Manage weaponry.
Manage weaponry, self-explanatory.
Manage items.
Those are items, probably like one-off use items, you know, like med packs or something like that, I would guess.
Manage armor.
I haven't gotten far enough to get really any items, so...
Manage armor.
Manage armor, self-explanatory.
Visit the black market.
Visit the black market, so you're able to buy things once you get enough money. Now, the interesting thing is, I'm not sure in this menu where it tells you how much money you have. Let me go into the black market. Well, actually, before I go into the black market, let's arrow down again and see what else we have.
Save game.
Save game, I can't because I'm playing the demo.
Configure options.
Configure options, so same stuff we had on the main menu.
Exit Psycho Strike.
And exit. So let's go back up to...
Game. Visit the black market.
If I visit the black market, will it tell me how much gold I have or how much money I have?
Select the item you would like to buy. Pistol cartridge, 6 cash.
Well, I don't have a pistol, so cartridge isn't going to do me any good yet.
Steel shield, 6 defense, 149 cash.
That would be kind of handy, but again, I don't have. It doesn't tell me how much cash I have. What if I hit like M? No?
10 cash.
Ah, okay, so C for cash. Okay, cool.
10 cash.
Alright, so that was just a lucky guess. I figured there would be some shortcut keys for some of these commands. Now, I know I did read through the help file a little bit, but there are actually a surprising amount of things in here that you can play with a little bit. So
go back. Steel shield.
10 cash. I can't afford
go back.
Crap right now.
Select an action.
So we're going to go back.
Manage characters.
Now, manage characters, this is where, and you really do want to read the help or the manual before playing this, because there's some things that I would not have figured out on my own, or not have really been clued into. So, as you get more characters, you can, you manage their items, heal them, give them armor or weapons. You also have to go out and collect food, because people can get hungry, and you have to manage that to keep them happy, otherwise you'll get a mutiny. So all of this stuff I kind of like. There's some kind of cool depth here as far as, okay, I get, all these items. Do I want to give it to my character? What do I want to give do I have a really cool ally that I want to save, that I want to keep buffed up so that they don't die? I like all that kind of stuff. Where the game kind of falls apart a little bit, or just hasn't quite sucked me in, is the actual gameplay when I'm on a mission.
Go on a mission.
Let's go enter here.
Select mission. The weapon shop.
So now that I've completed the party mission, which is kind of your basic tutorial thing, I can go to the weapon shop.
The bank.
The bank. So the weapon shop, they give you little clues in the manual again, so again, worth reading. Weapon shop, you can kind of rough up some people, get more weapons.
The prison. The bank.
The bank, obviously, you're probably going to get some cash there.
The prison.
The prison is a good place to recruit more allies to your gang.
The hospital.
Hospital, probably get like healing items and med packs and whatever else. Who knows what you'll find there.
The barn.
The barn, I don't remember what that is. Maybe you get items there, or I can't remember what its specialty is.
The casino.
Casino.
The factory.
The factory.
The farm.
The farm.
Go back.
And go back.
The weapon shop.
So I have not, like I said, I'm only playing the demo, so I haven't gotten really far in. Matter of fact, I kind of get my butt kicked pretty early on once I get started in these missions. But, I like the fact that each one of these places, there's a reason to go to them, and you'll go to them repeatedly. So you're going to go, maybe go to the prison, get some more allies, or maybe you're going to want to go to the hospital, get some med items, or a weapon shop, that kind of thing. All this stuff is really cool. Now, the gameplay, what I was playing in the party level, again, you're basically walking left to right. You can use up to jump. And here's one where you really have to read the manual, because I had no idea. When the party level doesn't have this, because you just have to kill 10 people to get your spree started. But when you go to one of these other levels...
The bank. The weapon shop.
You'll hear kind of a door clatter noise when you go into the level, and the further to the right you'll hear it kind of move over to your left speaker or left headphone. Basically, you go to these levels and you just try to fight as long as you can before you die, kill a few people, leave, and go back to your hideout. It's not as easy as just walking back over to the door again, though. So, I thought, oh, okay, maybe you walk up to the door, hit space, walk up to the door, hit enter, or, whatever. No. Walk up to the door and hit shift enter. Wouldn't have guessed that in 100 years. So without the manual, I would not have known that, and I don't suspect many other people would either. So shift enter, apparently, to leave a level. Now, the problem that I have with Psycho Strike is that, like, when it's not too chaotic, if you have, like, it'd be kind of better if there was like one or two people at a time when you're fighting. I can hear the footsteps of, where I am, and then if I hear people to the left or the right of me, I get that. That's no problem. I hear the sounds, like the cache, or maybe you'll hear a noise for like a weapon drop, with maybe like a gun being cocked or something. That's fine. But when it gets so chaotic, even in the party level, like, it's hard to tell when I'm mashing on the attack button and I'm getting attacked. I can't really tell who is getting hurt. Like, I wish I had a really distinct noise for when I was getting hurt versus everybody else. I mean, the sound design overall is not bad. Like, they had the background party noise. They had no problem. The characters pleading for help. All that is good. But again, it's just really kind of hard for me to tell who is attacking and who's getting attacked. So that winds up, I end up thinking, oh, I'm doing good, and then next thing I know, I hear somebody keeling over, and oh, that was me. So I die.
The bank. The weapon shop.
So we're not going to go to the weapon shop. Let's go.
The prison. The hospital. The prison.
Let's go to the prison. Let's see if we can recruit another character. Like I said, I have not really gotten much of anything as far as succeeding in these missions. So I'm going to hit enter.
Select the people to take with you for the battle. Max paint. Unfit.
So I'm
Level
not
2.
sure
Current health,
how many...
140. Maximum health, 140. Current
All right.
strength, 10. Current defense, 10.
So again, I only have one character. I'm not sure how many people you're allowed to take with you at a time. But once I do recruit other members, I can take multiple people with me. So I can hit spacebar to check it. And then if I hit enter, here we go. Now you hear that door noise. I'm going to walk to the right. Listen for footsteps. I don't think they're on to me because I'm I haven't attacked anybody yet. Where are... What the heck is that? I guess I'm beating something.
Nice.
I guess I'm supposed to be breaking something. Uh-oh, here we go. Ow. Okay, we're gonna run to the left here. Uh-oh. Okay, kill that one. Got a lady policeman here.
Put the weapon down.
No, I'm gonna gut you with my knife.
Max Payne picked up some cash.
Okay. Got some cash. I didn't hear what it was. 6 or 6. Ow. Let me...
Max has 140 health.
Hands on your head. This
Okay, so I still got some... It's really hard to hear the check the speech getting my stats. Okay. How much?
Max has 95 out of 140 health.
Alright, 90 health.
Max
95.
6 cash.
Now, I'm not sure how to... Can I hit Shift Enter to... I don't know how to open this cell. I don't know if it's open or not. I have no idea. So I'm not quite sure how to... Uh-oh.
Max has 71 out of 140
71.
health.
Let's keep going a little more. So I think that maybe that is me where it's just like, oh! Alright, I better... Alright, let's get this money. Ow! Shit! Uh-oh. How much health do I have?
Max has 51 out of 140 health.
Yeah, we're gonna...
is the
Ow!
police.
We're gonna run. Ow. Come on. Alright, so we're gonna leave. So I've gained a little bit of cash.
Max Payne has leveled up to level 4.
Alright.
Max's stats are now 178 health, 14 strength and 14 defense. Select an action. Go on a mission.
So before I go on another mission here, let's
Manage characters.
manage characters. Let's see what my
Select a person from the list. Max Payne, level 4.
level 4.
Go back.
So I still don't have any
Max
characters.
Payne, level 4. Select an action. Give Max Payne food.
So I can give myself food,
Equip and unequip weapons.
equip or unequip weapons.
Equip items. Unequip items. Use items. Equip and unequip armor. Viewed statistics. About Max Payne. Viewed statistics.
Let's do view
Press
statistics.
up and down to scroll through your statistics. Health, 101 out of 178.
Okay, so I gained a level and I gained max health, but I'm still not at full. So I'm assuming I either have to get a med kit or maybe food will help.
Strength, 14. Defense, 14. Level, 4.
Okay.
Experience, 423. Experience needed to reach level 5, 127. Hunger, 18%.
Okay, that's pretty low. So
Food rations, 0.
food rations
Go
0.
back.
Oh boy.
Go back. Select an action. Give Max Payne food. How much food would you like to give Max Payne? You currently have 100 food in the base and he has 0 food. Use the number keys to specify.
2.
Successfully gave Max Payne to food. Select an action. Give Max Payne food. Equip and unequip equip items. Unequip items. Use items. Select the item you wish to use. Method 1.
What?
Go back. Method 1.
Oh, okay, so I have a med kit. Sure.
This item can't not be used right now. Select the item you wish to use.
Okay, I
Method
can't use a
1.
med kit. So there's still, like I said, there's still things that I'm figuring out. So I'm not exactly sure of everything in this game. I'm kind of just getting started in it myself. Hunger at 18%. Now I don't know if that is like 100, like for down from 100 and I'm super hungry, or if it's just, oh, okay, I'm 18% of 100 and I'm getting there. So I'm not sure if I'm going up or going down.
Select an action. Give Max Paint food.
So I gave him food. I gave him 2.
Equip and use items. Equip and unequip. View statistics.
Let me
Press
go
up
into
and down to scroll
statistics
to list
again.
strength, defense, level, experience, hunger, 12%.
Okay, so I gave 2 food to him, so I'm guessing what happened there is I was at 18, so it looks like you're not starving until you get up higher, close to 100%. At least that's the way I'm interpreting things right now.
Select an action.
Okay, so there's nothing really we can do. Again, in the prison level, I heard the doors and there's cells or something. Like, I don't know, maybe I have to get far enough to the right to hit a switch to unlock the doors, or, you know, I tried bashing on them. That really didn't seem to do much.
Select a person from the list.
But,
Paint,
so that's the prison. Let's go to the...
Select an action. Go on a mission.
Oh, let's go to the mission again.
Select a mission. The weapon shop.
I would like to get another weapon. Let's go to the weapon shop.
Select the people to take with you for the battle. Max Paint. Unchecked.
All
Level
right,
4.
checked.
Checked.
Now, odds are I'm probably going to die here pretty soon, and I do kind of want to die, actually, too, because I want to show you what happens when you die. I kind of like what they do when you do die. I like how they end the game. That's kind of neat. So, let's go to the weapon shop.
Unchecked. Checked.
Okay, we're going to take Max Payne with us. So, there's our door again. I hear a guy. Footsteps. Where are you, buddy?
Knife.
What is that? I'm not sure. Oh crap! I'm getting shot. Please don't shoot me. Hold on.
Max Paint picked up a pistol cartridge.
Down.
Okay, I got a pistol cartridge, but I don't have a pistol yet. Wait. Ow!
Weapon down.
I'm gonna run away from you.
Max Paint picked up a pistol cartridge. Max Paint picked up a knife.
Put the weapon down.
Alright.
This is the police.
Oh!
Max Paint picked up a knife and a gun.
Ow!
Police.
I'm gonna run back here. Hold on. Ow! Running! Get the hell out of here. Ow! Get the hell out of the weapon shop. I'm probably wounded really badly. I did pick up a lot of weapons, though. I think I got a lot of cartridges. I don't know if I
leveled
should
up
have
to
a
level 5.
pistol.
Max's stats are now 197 health, 16 strength, and 16 defense. Select an
Okay.
action. Go manage characters.
So let's see what I know my health has increased again, but I don't, you know, I haven't really healed. So I wonder, how do I use oh, you know what? When I'm in a level, I forgot you can hit tab, and it'll cycle between any items you have on you. So I could actually heal. I'll do that in the next mission here. So let's
Manage characters.
let's manage
Select
characters.
a
I just want to
person
look
from
at
the
something
list.
here.
Max Paint, level 5.
Let's go
Select
in
an
there.
action. Give Max go back. About Max Paint. View statistics. Press up and down. Strength 16, defense 16,
16.
level 5, experience 583, experience needed to reach level 6, 321, hunger 19%,
Okay, so I've gained, my hunger went back up to, that's not so bad yet. I still have food,
food
so.
rations 0. Go back.
Alright, so. Oh, what was that?
Experience needed to reach level 6,
I heard a.
321,
I'm not sure what that meant. I don't know if I got a notification at my base.
experience level 5,
Uh.
current defense, base of current strength, base strength, health 197 out of 197.
Sweet, okay, somehow when I did level up again, I do have full health, so that is great.
Select an
That's what I
action.
wanted to find out.
Give Max Paint food.
Alright,
Select
so
a person from the list. Select an action. Go on a mission.
I'm gonna go through this this menu here because I want to know if that beeping gave me an extra menu option
Manage
here.
characters.
Manage characters.
Manage weaponry. Manage items. Manage armor. Visit the black market. Save game. Configure options. Exit site, go on a mission.
No, okay, so we're going to go on another mission here. We're going to go somewhere else for a little bit.
Select mission.
And like I said,
weapon
I'm not
shop.
going to worry about what I have. I know I picked up some stuff at the weapon shop, but I figure that, like I said, I can't save anyway, so it doesn't really matter. I have, now that I've played this a little bit more, I think I'm starting to get the hang of, like, you don't have to necessarily fight everybody. If you hear the little tone where you hear like an item to your left or right, you can kind of jump over people and kind of run to them. The style of game, it kind of reminds me of like a old NES style beat 'em up brawler kind of thing. Not like Double Dragon, because you can, in those games you can kind of go up and down, left and right. This is on a straight track. All you can do is kind of go left and right and then jump. Kind of maybe reminds me of something like, was it Kung Fu, I believe it was, on the NES, where basically you're just, very simplistic. There's just a whole bunch of dudes rushing you from left or right, and you figure out where, what direction they're coming from, and you just kick them or punch them. I wish the game had a little bit more depth in its actual gameplay, in its actual combat. Like I said, everything around the actual playing is actually really cool. I love the idea of like having to manage not only my character health, but build a gang and outfit them with resources and keep my base up, and all that stuff is really cool. And I'm kind of, like I said, I'm kind of warming up to the actual fighting, but it's still like, maybe you could have like a light attack and a heavy attack for melee, or you could always have like maybe you could have a gun. Maybe you could have like a pistol and a knife equipped, so like you can shoot someone from a distance, but if someone gets right up in your grill, you can use a different button to stab them. Some things that you, again, I talked a little bit about this in my audio rally racing video, but where the accessible games, they're not quite as complex as your mainstream games, again, for very good reasons. You got usually small development teams and stuff like that, and small resources, and it takes a lot even just to create a simple game. But there's just certain things in mainstream games that you kind of end up taking for granted, like that, having a little bit more depth or certain types of options. So enough of that babble. Let's go into one more mission.
The prison, the hospital, the barn.
I have no idea what the barn is. Let's go into the barn. Let's see what's going on in there.
Select the people to take with you for the battle. Check.
I'm going to check myself. And I'm probably going to die here. We're going to wrap up the video here really soon. But because I will show you like how the game ends when you do die. We'll see how many characters I actually killed. Oh, there's... Hey, buddy! Ow! Ow!
What do we do?
Come on. Yeah. Oh, broke a bottle or something. Ow, I'm just kidding. Okay, I think that is me. Okay. Ow! So there's a lot of footsteps. It's kind of hard to tell where I am, and there's so much stuff going on that's a little bit hard to tell. Okay, I got some cash. Oh, I didn't die. Okay, I picked up a knife and I think cash. I think it's ow. I can't hear any. See, here's where it gets so precarious. I can't hear a thing. Can't hear how much health I have. Would you leave me alone for a sec? Okay, health. 55 health. Oh. Ow! What? I can't.
Put your hands up!
Max Paint has been taken by the police.
Alright, so I've been taken. See, I couldn't hear. I was trying to hit tab. I was trying to find my med kit. And I wasn't really attacking. I was trying to jump away from everybody. And that's, I think, where I have the problem with this game. I'll show you the ending here, and then I'll talk about it.
Today, an intimidating threat to society was stopped. The gang responsible for 26 murders. The first sighting of this gang was on Tuesday, May 26, 2015. The supposed founder of this gang was a 25-year-old man by the name of Max Paint. citizens all over the world are grateful for the removal of this threat. Main menu. Use your up and down
So
arrow
that was
keys
kind
to
of neat.
navigate,
You know, they kind of
then
do this
press
like
enter. New game.
news headline of like, oh yeah, basically we found the gang leader and he has been stopped, and you know, it pulls in the data from your clock, so it's telling you, you know, the actual date, and then it gives you the information that you put in when you created your character. So again, that's kind of a neat little touch. I just thought that was kind of cool the way they ended it. But yeah, so while I was playing there got to be so many guys. I know I had a couple cops. I had some people that were actually in the barn with me there, that were already, you know, just, I don't know, other gang members or civilians or whatever. And then I had the cops after me. I was trying to jump somewhere and just get it 2 seconds. And again, this is where Anna's voice is so quiet. It was hard for me to tell. First, I was trying to hear my health, and it took me 2 or 3 tries to hear that amount. Then I thought, oh yeah, remember, it wouldn't let me use the med kit in the menu, so I thought, okay, well, let me hit tab, and let me try to use my med kit. Problem was, as I jumped away from people, but I had such a horde after me, that I really wasn't able to, I hit tab a couple times, and like, I literally could not hear from all the thuds and bangs and grunts and everything like that. I couldn't hear anything really as far as what the speech was saying. I couldn't tell, like, you know, if it was my pistol clips or if it was my med kit. So even if I was trying to heal, I really had some trouble doing that. So that is kind of a, like I said, it could be a synthesizer thing. With a better synthesizer, one that's not quite so quiet or quite so muffled, it might have a better chance. But that is one of the main problems that I currently have with the game. Like I said, the gameplay itself is pretty darn simplistic. Again, you know, like I said, I covered this in my other video for Audio Rally Racing. You know, just, and I'm not knocking games that have, you know, more straightforward, more simplistic gameplay. There are even a lot of modern games that, you know, they find one gameplay hook and they do it over and over and they do it really well. That's great. But that said, you know, some of these accessible games, I do find it a little bit harder for them to hold my attention, just because of a lot of them, like how their kind of simplistic nature in the gameplay or repetitive nature. You know, so, you know, I might be really hooked on them for a short while, but I might kind of get sick of them or just kind of get a little bored with them after a little while. But this one, like I said, despite the gameplay, and now that I've started to kind of get my head around some of the locations and mechanics and things like that, what saves this game is the whole building your base and building your gang. That stuff honestly does intrigue me, and seeing as how I can't save in the demo, I am actually kind of tempted to pick this up, just to see what I could do with the full game, and also, you know, just again to support accessible games. You know, like I said, not enough people are doing it. You know, there's been quite a few on iOS lately, but especially for the computer these days, unless I'm really missing something, I haven't heard of a whole lot of them. So, you know, if you have the means and it does sound, you know, remotely interesting, you know, go pay for the game. You know, I don't remember what this one costs, but as I remember, it wasn't too bad as far as price goes. But yeah, you know, definitely support the developers that do create these accessible games, because I definitely, you know, I want more. I would love for there to be a nice, you know, obviously it's not going to be, you know, near as expansive as your mainstream game market, but, you know, I think there could be, you know, especially if they can find different ways to do audio games, not just for, like, okay, let's tailor this to a blind audience, which is super important because it just makes sense for that audience to be appropriate for an audio game. You know, but if they can, especially if they can make an audio game compelling for everybody, you know, it's just like a new way to play a video game that a lot of people don't think about. You know, first there was 2D games, then they went to 3D. Now they're going to be doing, you know, with Oculus Rift and the Sony's Morpheus thing and Valve's VR system. You know, VR, that's going to be a whole new way to experience games. And I think, like I said, if done correctly and if made compelling enough, audio games could just be another subset of games, just like a platformer, a shooter, a strategy, a puzzle game. It could just be another, you know, niche genre. So I really hope that happens, and I hope that more games like this are available and become available. So that is a look at Psycho Strike, available for the PC now. And yeah, I would say definitely give it a look if you are into if you're into action games, and like I said, don't mind a little bit of the mature content there. But yeah, Psycho Strike, another accessible PC game for you guys. So hope you guys enjoyed it. Follow my YouTube, subscribe to my YouTube channel, like the video, and you can always follow me on Twitter for more. I try to update whenever I post a video. I try to post updates there, and I also post a lot of different things, you know, retweet a lot of things from other people, mainly tech and gaming stuff, but you know, I post some of my own tweets there as well. So follow me on Twitter. It's at BGFH79. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it, and until next time, I will talk to you guys again later.